A man is great by deeds, not by birth. Duty is the essence of manhood. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. Hope is the pillar that holds up the world. Hope is the dream of a waking man. Only a real man is able to stick to just one woman and treat her special, always. Boys will break your heart, real men will pick up the pieces. A strong man can handle a strong woman, a weak man will say she has an attitude. Men fail much oftener from want of perseverance than from want of talent. The wise man doesn't give the right answers, he poses the right questions. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. It takes a great man to be a good listener. A gentleman is someone who holds the comfort of other people above their own. The instinct to do that is inside every good man, I believe. Nothing deters a good man from doing what is honorable. The value of a man is not measured by what he does for himself to make his life easier, but measured by what he does for others to make their lives easier. A gentleman will open doors, pull out chairs, and carry things, not because she's helpless or unable, but because he wants to show her that she is valuable and worthy of respect. Man maintains his balance, poise, and sense of security only as he is moving forward. A man is known by the company his mind keeps. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. There are no elements so diverse that they cannot be joined in the heart of a man. A woman knows the face of the man she loves as a sailor knows the open sea. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Every man loves what he is good at. A man who brags about satisfying 30 women is immature. A real man is one who can satisfy the same woman for 30 years. There is little that can withstand a man who can conquer himself. From the errors of others, a wise man corrects his own. One man is equivalent to all creation. One man is a world in miniature. I never learned from a man who agreed with me. The soul that is within me no man can degrade. Real men don't conform to the beliefs of others, even when society has concluded on what is good and true, but maintain the integrity of their own mind. A real man won't ask or answer questions about another man's money. Genius is the capacity to see 10 things where the ordinary man sees one. Words of comfort, skillfully administered, are the oldest therapy known to man. To communicate through silence is a link between the thoughts of man. Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. Real men stay faithful. They don't have time to look for other women because they're too busy looking for new ways to love their own. Men trust their ears less than their eyes. As a rule, men worry more about what they can't see than about what they can. A wise man never loses anything if he has himself. There is one rule above all others: for being a man, whatever comes, face it on your feet. Not to engage in the pursuit of ideas is to live like ants instead of like men. Nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little. Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. In the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. A true man hates no one. Life is too short to be little. Man is never so manly as when he feels deeply, acts boldly, and expresses himself with frankness and with fervor. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. A man should be able to hear and to bear the worst that could be said of him. No man is a success in business unless he loves his work. But remember what drives a man. Real men do what they have to do to make sure their people are taken care of, clothed, housed, and reasonably satisfied. And if they're doing anything less than that, they're not men. Men have an important role to play in sending out the message that real men do not hurt or abuse their partners. A real man's weapon is his mind. Stop looking for the path of least resistance and start running down the path of greatest glory to God and good to others, because that's what Jesus, the real man, did. This is the test of your manhood. How much is there left in you after you have lost everything outside of yourself? There is but one thing of real value: to cultivate truth and justice, and to live without anger in the midst of lying and unjust men. Real men don't dance to other people's tune. Instead, they play for others to dance. The real man is one who always finds excuses for others, but never excuses himself. Part of being a man is learning to take responsibility for your successes and for your failures. You can't go blaming others or being jealous. Seeing somebody else's success as your failure is a cancerous way to live. Men are like steel. When they lose their temper, they lose their worth. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. A man's got to have a code, a creed to live by, no matter his job. The final test of a gentleman is his respect for those who can be of no possible service to him. A man's ledger does not tell what he is, or what he is worth. Count what is in man, not what is on him, if you would know what he is worth, whether rich or poor. Manhood is the defeat of childhood narcissism. Men want a battle to fight, an adventure to live, and a beauty to rescue. That is what is written in their hearts. That is what little boys play at. To be a man is, precisely, to be responsible. Manhood is defined and decided by the ability to nurture and to protect, by the capability to provide and to sustain. A real gentleman, even if he loses everything he owns, must show no emotion. Money must be so far beneath a gentleman that it is hardly worth troubling about. Man is a real man, and can live and act manfully in this world, not in the strength of opinions, not according to what he thinks, but according to what he is. A man, when he has done a good act, does not call out for others to come and see, but he goes on to another act, as a vine goes on to produce again the grapes in season.